against the #1 defense in the league.
John, would you start him or would you start Jackson, who's been taking his place?
I think I'll start Bibby.
Our officials tonight: Jack Neese, James Capers, Leon Wood, a good crew. Leon Wood used to play in the NBA. Is Bibby buries a two-point shot from outside.
Unselfish.
Here comes David Robinson coming off a nice performance last night. Tim Duncan also played well last night, Danny. He had 18 points.
They're going to try to go to him as much as they can.
It's Duncan again over Weber with the D-box rebound here, and he quickly triggers it.
Do a lot, and they try to get the other guy in foul trouble.
TNT NBA Thursday Spanish language feed now available via Puncher. Flash of defense by Duncan.
The Kings are another team that tests your defensive concentration because of the ball movement. Break down mentally, they'll get an easy basket or a layup.
Parker to Duncan. Weber knocks it away. Shot clock down to 13. Clean hit, clean defense by Weber. Duncan and Weber on the block. And Weber called right there.
Same player. That plantar fasciitis is really bothering him.
Duncan got it inside from Robinson. Out of bounds it goes.
They're not really a quick team on the floor right now.
San Antonio Spurs have hit 2 of their first 5 shots. Now 2 of 6. Here comes Bibby out of the pack and off to the races. Kings have missed their last 5. Weber feeds beautifully inside with Stojakovic. Chris Weber can do that as well as any big man in the NBA. Steven Jackson has 6 of San Antonio's 9 points. Weber twirls inside across the lane. And Duncan was trying to defend, and Tim Duncan picks up the personal foul. That's the first on him.
Well, this is the beautiful thing about Weber is he didn't even see the ball coming, but he just reacted so quickly. A lot of big guys can pass out of the post, but there's a guy in the middle of the fast break.
Duncan tries to take it in. Poked away through his legs, picked up by Christie. And then Bibby again comes out of the pack. It's Weber by Parker.
Right there.
Tim Duncan's got 3 points, and he'll tack on 2 more. And Jackson's got 6. Duncan's got 5. They've accounted for all the scoring. Across the lane, Tim Duncan with the Weber rebound. That's
Mike Bibby leading the break. Little look-away pass right there to C-Webb. C-Webb, spectacular spin move, even for a big guy.
There's some... We do know Willis is 40. Duncan with a nice spin shot.
Well, again, Kevin, all the weak side help.
He could go by his guy and score one-on-one anytime he wanted, but he knows that if he puts it on that one more dribble, that the floods are coming.
Bobby Jackson gets it. Nice feed. Up high and down hard. Chris Weber. Here's Tony Parker. He'll fire down the baseline and find 2.
And that's how Bobby Jackson usually scores.
To Weber, and Duncan is on him. Weber pushing his way inside, double team, yet somehow Danny got it to go.
Well, he did a great job.
Tim Duncan's got 5 and takes it down the lane. Rebound by Weber, that's his 3rd of the game. Bobby Jackson! Which has been terrific. Look at Jackson between the legs of Coldwater. And then outside, Weber for 3. Smith with the rebound, and that ties the rebounding now at the end of 1 quarter. Weber in at 7 to lead the Kings. And takes it off to Duncan and knocks it away. Look at the patience to foul. Jimmy Jackson the rebound. Weber is open to shoot.
He's mixing up his stuff real well. Going outside, going in, he's making passes, and he's definitely got a stern look about him that I like.
Defensive 3-second violation. This first miss. Nice rebound by Willis. Back to Smith, the pump and the drive. And rejected inside by Weber.
It's his natural position, and we saw this combination a lot last year in the playoffs.
Look at Tim Duncan crash his way down the lane and get a foul out of the Kings defense. Kings have hit their last 4. Jackson on Jackson, tried to scoop it inside. David Robinson is there. By the way, David Robinson has never looked as good as he's looking right now in the last 3, 4, 5 years, Danny.
I agree. He's running the floor well. He's rebounding, blocking shots. He's doing a little bit of everything.
Turnovers, and the Spurs have 8.
And a beautiful feed by Stevie Jackson on the perimeter right there. Vlade has no chance. If Duncan catches the ball that low, there's no time for anybody to get there to help.
Well, to get into him, and because of the standing, all the white shirts on the right side, on the opposite side, he's got to take a jump shot.
Wow, Tim Duncan with an incredible shot. He now has a game-high 12. And 9 points by Chris Webber leads the Kings.
And they're trying to make the post feeds with David Robinson, and Vlade's just in the lap, so Tim has to step out right there, and he's having his way right now. Last few baskets over Keon Clark.
Well, and you look at the white shirts on the opposite side of him. When he goes up to take a shot, because of the lack of movement on the weak side, nobody is being occupied or making himself a threat.
The field in over 3 minutes. Go inside again. Here's Stojakovic. Picked up. Stojakovic just picked up his first foul moments ago. Bobby Jackson. By Webber, who is untouched and uncontested. Claimed by Duncan. Shot clock at 6. David Robinson scoreless so far until right there. Chris Webber's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Now, Tim Duncan does a good job right there. He gets a piece of it, but the weak side defense not there to help Tim Duncan guard his man. Got that youthful energy. He comes to play every night. Plays with a lot of energy, but he's got to start making some shots. Work hard on his shooting in the offseason, but that's where the team really needs him. Take care of the basketball and make some shots.
Nice athletic move by Steven Jackson takes it in. The foul. And Steve to play in the second.
You know, you look up there in Sacramento, they're only shooting 34% from the field right now, and that's
Why don't you guys find somebody difficult to vote for? Bobby Jackson and Tim Duncan. That's quite obvious the way they play.
Duncan gets it inside after Danny Ferry missed that long-range shot, and it's good at the pass. Almost in by Mike Bibby.
But Doug Christie did have a poor first half.
Well, one of the things that has to happen is that definitely the Kings have to tighten up defensively, get some breaks. Because
right, and you know what? I get kind of tired of hearing, you know, true point guards. You know, and those guys are born, coach. You can get better at running an offense, but, you know, you got to, as a...
of 8. Spurs are 1 of 6. Shooting from 3. A turnover. Look at Webber. Dribble like a guard and field like a guard inside. Trying to tap it in.
Trying to get in shape, too. They're spotting him in the lineup, trying to probably pick up his confidence and get him acclimated to the game.
Chris Webber's got 13.
It's getting awful good. That mid-range jump shot is improving all the time.
Tim Duncan continues to dominate, 17 points.
Well, and getting back to Webber, I like his demeanor a lot more now because he seems to be about business. He's much sterner looking out there. It's not, you know, playing as lightly tempo. But anytime you get on the blocks, take your time and drag it out, that size that Duncan has becomes an advantage. David is on the weak side to follow up.
He came with San Antonio. Another unforced error by the Spurs.
Here come the Kings shooting 35%. They can't get it from close in.
The load is on a guy like Tim so much day in and day out. You have to distribute the ball and get to open guys to take some of the pressure off of him. But when he gets it going, you got to keep feeding it to him because it's nice when he gets it going. You got to keep getting it to him.
Tim Duncan tonight has been simply spectacular, John, in virtually every move he has made on the floor.
Well, he's done it in the crowd. If you look at it, very seldom do you see him shoot with one single coverage. Most of the time it's double coverage, sometimes even triple coverage. And it's going there, and still he's capable of being effective.
52. Trailed by 4. They trailed by as many as 9. Webber can't go.
And as they win.
Duncan. Webber on him. Duncan carving his way down. Gives to Kevin Willis with a nice feed.
Well, I find that play interesting, too, because Bruce Bowen was open the entire play. Tim Duncan had to see him, and even he didn't honor his offense.
Chris Webber's got 15.
I feel like Chris is playing more to win than just to play and putting up numbers. I think there's substance to his game.
Well, and I think he's mixing his game up. He's going inside.
This is the beauty of having a big guy that can step out on the court right there. You have to honor his outside shot, and we saw him miss the easy dunk, but he's not going to miss this one. Good job of reading the defense and getting to the rim.
Webber's got 17. Rebound by Goldwasser.
It comes into a game. You can't play like the other players. You got to be noticed with extraordinary hustle.
Keon Clark is back in.
I don't think they've ever tested him for steroids either.
Or body fat. Steve Smith again hit his first 3.
Transition baskets they can get regardless of how many fast break or alternate inside.
Chris Webber has 19 points to equal our week. Great to have you with us tonight. 4th quarter is underway, and Steve Smith begins it with a bang. He's had a great night shooting. Teams along with Dallas, who have not been beaten on their home floor this year.
Well, and this is something that you don't see much with the Kings.